beautiful and sunny California right now.
Wow.
Yes. Love the shirt.
Thank you for your patience. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
Look.
We really appreciate it, and we just
I love earrings on you.
we love your earrings. It's from Hi Poi Poi, right?
Correct.
Yes. Show them off.
Can you see it?
Yes. Is that the one that says Bahala?
Mo.
Bahala ka. We love them. Well, we just want to welcome you, CHARAE. Thanks for joining us today for KAPWA Talk. Me and TITA are just so excited to have you. Our biggest thing when we talk about you is CHARAE is such a positive influence, always trying to, bring the Filipino community awareness out there. And that's one thing that we love about you. You're an entrepreneur, small business owner, and really trying to elevate it. So for everybody that's watching, can you share a little bit about yourself and how really the culture impacts you on a daily basis?
Yes, thank you. So originally I started off supporting small businesses way back years ago. I lived in Manila for about 6 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I was studying to be a nurse, found out my calling.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then when I came back here, I realized that small businesses don't get the merit that they deserve. So during the pandemic, I realized that I needed to stop talking about it and actually do something about it. So I ended up supporting small businesses. I would add them on Instagram, Facebook. I'd attend pop-up events. I came from one right now. And I would just make my rounds and continue to use my own pocket money to support. And even though they would try to give me free stuff sometimes, I sometimes would reject it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I would accept it because I understand why. But I guess the moral of the story is to support small businesses because it's supporting someone. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. We love how you support that and really bring that community together. And thanks for supporting our TITA and KUYA today when you went to the event.
Everyone saw the shirt. There were like hundreds of people there today in San Jose, California.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
So are you doing, you said you're doing nursing now or you're still studying?
No, I'm actually the director of pretty much staff development and HR manager. So
okay, right now?
That I'm in, yeah.
That's awesome. And then you lived in Manila for 6 years. How was that experience?
It was totally different from what I expected. My dad never told me stories about his childhood, so I always assumed that it would be quite similar to the U.S.
Oh, no.
Home, it was a totally different ballgame, different world. It was the most, I would say, rejuvenating experience I've ever had because I got to discover who I am, and I got to discover the culture, why I've always been curious about it. There's so much to learn about our culture.
There is, and that's really kind of like what's eye-opening for me whenever I visited, and learning the language and just seeing, like, when you go to the Philippines, you realize how blessed we are where we are and how we can really make an impact through the community here and community in the Philippines. A dollar, a day here goes a long way there in helping others. So that's really like a big part of what we want to do, and I love that. That you do that as well. I know you started the Yes Girl earrings. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Mm-hmm.
So I've always been a fan of accessories, whether they are real or fake. Doesn't matter. Accessorize.
TITA.
Yeah, and it's fun. It brings out a different set of confidence in you. But when I lived in Manila, I had left all my accessories back home. And then when I went back home in February of 2020, they were all gone. So I basically, during the pandemic, I'm like, okay, I need to rebuild that as well, rebuild what I loved and had a passion for. So I started supporting other small businesses, sold accessories. And then I said, hey, I'm creative. I might as well start that too. So I started making my own earrings and my own little flavor into it. But I guess what started that page was because I love to spread positivity. And sometimes through my personal account, it's not always relayed or understood the proper way. So I figured I had to use a different outlet, and that's what I did. I used my earrings as a way to spread positivity and confidence.
That's awesome. And I know like you did the campaign last month with Tita
I did.
talking about national heroes, and then this month there's the Filipino American History Month. Um, did you have any questions about that, Tita, for CHARAE, about the
Yeah,
campaign?
yeah. Where did you get that idea to have that kind of campaign?
Yeah, so I've always seen celebrities, campaign around, and I figured, if someone locally can do that and spark that kind of encouragement into someone's everyday life, then I feel like it would be more impactful because locals tend to know each other more than, let's say, celebrities. We don't really know them too well, right? We only see what we see on TV. So a part of the pandemic also was I was noticing that Filipino culture is becoming trendy, right? And I don't want it to become a trend. I want our culture to be understood. I want us to be influential to us because let's face it, there are so many Filipinos that are mixed with Caucasian, mixed with Indian, African, whatever, right? We're like everywhere around the globe. So I said, okay, what is the best way to get our culture noticed? And I didn't want to do anything so political. So I figured maybe something positive. And that's where I came up with the campaign. Speaking our truths in a positive way. But of course, having one type of accessory to kind of stand out. So it's like a common theme. People catch that. If you have something catchy, they'll notice it right away. So I started off with having girls wear the earrings from different small businesses. And now I'm going to implement different items with every campaign. So
No, that's awesome. That's what I loved about it, was that it is eye-catching,
yeah,
and not only that, like when Tito was doing her research, she was doing her homework. She was always she was
that's the
messaging me about
goal.
she was messaging me, and it's a way that you're educating. A lot of Filipinos know about American history because they teach it in school, but here they don't really teach Philippine history, so you get a greater depth of knowledge and understanding of our culture. And I know, who was your hero, Tita?
My hero is Andres Bonifacio.
Yeah, because
And
of his language, right? Being able to
yeah,
preserve.
he's able to like whatever he wants to write everything in Tagalog, not everything, that's why he just promoting the language. And that's why I like about him though, because growing up when I was like uh, what do you call it, elementary, I was just like, it was so funny because there was like in our school there is a week that we have to speak in English.
Oh,
Yes, there's like an English, and then you get penalized if you speak in Tagalog.
What
And
was
I was like, and I was just like, why? Trying to remember and internalize now. It's like, why do I have to do that?
yeah.
Why me growing up? We have
Hmm.
1 week of just we have to speak in English.
Wow.
Why?
Yeah,
Why?
that's
So,
crazy. Yeah,
yeah.
I've never heard of that. Now we're gonna twist it for CHARAE, and the rest of the interview has to be in Tagalog.
na?
How is your Tagalog? Good? Okay lang? Okay lang?
Okay lang.
You understand though? A little
Try,
bit?
try natin.
Yeah, try not then. But can you understand the language?
Konti lang. Yes,
Okay.
I can understand more than speak. It's
Mm-hmm.
a bit hard because when you're in the US, everyone speaks English.
Yeah.
So then you forget how to speak your own language unless you're
Mm-hmm.
speaking with family or friends who speak it. But with my family, they're all English speaking.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm the only one, fun fact, in my family, out of my siblings at least, who can speak Tagalog.
That's awesome. And I think it's something that we need to really celebrate. I mean, being able, like, it's actually like a big thing, I feel like, in the US, being bilingual, being able to speak a different language. So I think we need to um, build positivity around that. I think a lot of times in the Filipino culture, like if Americans, right, we like growing up, trying to speak the language, sometimes we'd be shamed for if we messed up the words, but just being able to try, I think, on the flip side of that is to encourage the next generation to learn the language, to speak the language. And that's why I love, like, if you look at, I think some of the content creators that you follow as well, and that we really follow, that we'd love to connect with soon, they really emphasize speaking the Tagalog language.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, some of those new content creators and talking about like Tagalog word of the day and things like that. So I think that that's awesome to kind of like build that and preserve that. Another fun thing that we love about you, CHARAE, you're always, right, Tita? Me and Tita were talking, you're always celebratory of every holiday, every dress.
You love to dress up. You love to. I was trying to join one of your videos. You're trying to put makeup on, and just like I was just thinking, where in the world is she gonna go? And then after the when I went, oh, she dressed up like a Mulan, Mulan outfit or something like that. So you at least you show your your true self.
Your personality.
You are creative.
Yeah, I feel it's very important that we must have our inner youth, right? As you get older, we don't have to stick to the very mature, polished individual or adult. Adults can have fun too. Adults can be childish at times, depending on the setting, right? It was actually funny because the pandemic is what's helping me connect to different groups. And I have this Disney friend group.
Oh, cool.
Down and cosplay. That's where it came from. So we encourage each other to get creative, step out of the box, and kind of live our life without anyone, without worrying about being judged. We have a passion for Disney, so we're going to share it with the world, and then it doesn't matter who's watching. If you like it, great. If you don't, it's fine.
That's awesome. Well, we love Disney, right, Tita? We're here in North Florida, so
oh yeah,
we're always at the park. So
nice.
Yeah. What's your favorite Disney movie?
Now or then?
Now or both?
Now. Right. Of course.
Raya, yeah. Have you watched that, Tita? Raya or Raya?
Raya.
Yeah. They had some of the Kali martial arts, and actually coming up soon, Tita's gonna try some Filipino martial arts.
Oh my gosh, I wanted to try that. They have one in San Francisco coming up, like a little class.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We have that our episode.
I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah,
I beat him up.
You beat him up?
We'll see. You'll see in the coming weeks when that comes out. But yeah, I love that one. And then I think growing up, my favorite was what was your favorite, Tita? I like Toy Story. That's a classic. And then
Beauty and the Beast.
Classic. Do you like the live versions, CHARAE?
I do. I feel like the live versions, it's different. But it's just nice seeing actresses and actors get out of character. You know, they're setting to become some type of cartoon. It's interesting. Yeah.
And I think it's really cool how Disney, just like you're saying, the awareness of Samantha from Rush Rockbox said Lion King. But yeah, that's a great one too. That's a classic too. But I love how, like you were mentioning, how Disney and the culture in general, there's more Filipinos and Filipino American culture becoming more prevalent. I know recently, it wasn't a movie, but there was a beautiful Filipino short about the parole. It's about to be Christmas. We're celebrating now with the Burma. You cried, yeah.
Reminded me of my Lola.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was very touching and heartwarming. So hopefully, shout out to Disney. Hopefully we see more Filipino culture in some future movies. Because I know they really highlight some Mexican culture. So who knows? There could be a future Disney movie focused just on Filipino culture. So can you tell us, CHARAE, about your next campaign that's coming up next month?
Yes, and that of course to that. So this one is celebrating Filipino American Heritage Month. As we all know, that's in October. So I'm starting off with the major Filipino holiday. And then as we get into more depth of learning about, I'm going to kind of twist up to more individuals, highlighting individual Filipino people, the holiday in itself. But for now, this next one is about the Filipino American Heritage Month. And the campaign is pretty much this time, instead of suiting something, we're going to be applying a lipstick. And this lipstick or lip gloss or whatever it may be is from two Filipino small businesses. And they're quite popular in the Bay Area at the moment. So, and I've met them through the pop-ups. What you're going to do is apply the lipstick, and then you're going to speak your truth about how your family came to America, or how they
That's awesome.
or how you had to transition from one place to another. It doesn't have to be from the Philippines to America,
Yeah.
as that is what Filipino Heritage Month is about, right? About how we came
History.
to America and how we influenced Americans and vice versa. So
Yeah.
that I kind of want to know everyone's story. How did your family get here? Why did you come? How long have you been? What have you done with your time while you were here?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of questions I'm hoping to kind of get answers to when people post their stories.
That's awesome.
Where do you
So
where do you get these ideas now?
yeah.
I'm just I have a lot.
From her heart.
Yeah, I think all the time. So as we're speaking right now, there's other things in the back of my mind I'm thinking about. I get inspired so easily. But I think what helps me are people like, entrepreneurs, Filipino entrepreneurs who are really doing the thing, right? You're doing it not just because of yourself, but you're here to encourage others.
Yes.
And that's what's helping me. You guys encourage me and vice versa. So.
Well, thank you, CHARAE. We really appreciate that.
Yeah.
And Tita, based on CHARAE's campaign, looks like you're going to have some more homework coming soon.
Homework, another homework for me.
No, but I think it's awesome because I think talking about Filipino history and how the story starts, right? Everybody has their own story of how their family came. Like, can you share, CHARAE, like just a little glimpse of like how your family came to America?
Yeah, mine or mine?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's actually quite an interesting story. My grandfather was the mayor of La Paz, Abra.
Oh.
Abra is like in the mountains where, I don't know, is that the south or north? I can't tell. Anyways, we're the darker Filipinos because we're always in the fields and the mountains. But my grandpa was the mayor there. And at that time, it was very corrupt, very dangerous. And he felt that he had to escape and leave to America. Kind of like, yeah, just leave it all behind for the safety of his family.
Wow.
He immigrated or migrated. I don't even know the right words. I've ate too much. I'm stuffed. Anyways, so he migrated to California, and then he became a janitor, something totally opposite.
Wow.
Right? From luxurious lifestyle with maids or yayas is what you call them, and drivers, to going to America and cleaning toilets. It was quite a emotional experience for him. Unfortunately, I never met my grandfather. He passed away of a heart attack very early. But pretty much ever since he's migrated here, everyone just kind of built their life here. I'm the only one who really went back to the Philippines and got to know all my family members, my relatives. And they all have similar stories to that with more detail, but that's pretty much the base of it. It's, escaping the corrupt government lifestyle that they had.
That's amazing. I mean, I love like hearing that, and I think that's going to be a big emphasis on some of our KAPWA talks next month with Filipino history. We're going to really try to dive into like history, and I think I'm trying to get my Lola, who's 93 years old, to share a little bit of her story next month during Filipino History Month. And I know Irene has a story of how she immigrated to America, but a lot of people don't realize that Filipino stories, like it's a sacrifice coming, and it's not easy.
Yeah.
And it's not like you have a silver platter handed to you when we come to America. Like your grandpa was the top of the cream of the crop in the Philippines and became a janitor. But through those experiences, we become stronger.
Exactly. And that's also what inspires me to have Filipinos speak on their stories and speak their truth, because we all know whoever travels to the U.S. with hopes of the American dream, right? That's what they assume our biggest dreams are. but sometimes it's just because we feel more safe away from where we are originally from. So
Yeah.
never know someone's story unless you ask.
Oh yeah, and that's a big thing that we want to do here is connect and share really like true heartfelt stories of people's experience, because yeah, you don't know everybody's story, and I think what's important now, especially during the time, is for people to know that with Filipinos the assumption is, oh, pancit, lumpia, ube, but there's more than the food. There's more than lumpia.
Yeah.
There's really true stories there, and that's what we want to hear. And we want to hear, like, when we connect with the small business owners, we want to know, like, what was your inspiration? And a lot of them are inspired by family, the culture growing up, and things that we don't know. Like, we're going to be connecting with another small business owner, which shout out to Samantha from Masarap Box. She has said that you really need to connect with Aling Patrings, and because she has an amazing story. So we're going to hear her story actually this week too on KAPWA Talk. So that's what KAPWA Talk's about, and we love how you celebrate that, CHARAE. So thank you so much about for sharing a little bit of that tonight. Today, it's like nighttime here, but it's daytime here, so I'm confused.
Yeah, it's dark there, but it's sunny behind me.
Yeah. Tita, did you have anything else, or do you have your surprise prepared?
No, just listening to her, to her story and her journey and what she's doing right now. And I mentioned to you that earlier when we were talking, it's just like, because she is like trying to help, and she's trying to be like empowerment of the small organizations, small businesses, especially for the Filipinos here in the foreign land. And I was like trying to consider you as, make me choke up. It's like, you are like, I'm not sure if you are familiar, guys. You're like the Gabriela Silang of the Philippines, of the United States.
No way.
Yeah, but in a sense that you're like that now. Your passion, you're
inspiring
to help, and because it's you're there to help others and to show our culture out there. And the story of Gabriela Silang is she is like a John of art. She's one of the considered one of the Filipina heroes of the Philippines, because she's trying to follow the revolutionary against the Spaniards. So you are like that in a different sense, in a different land. So just listening to your story, that's how I picture you as the modern Gabriela Silang of the USA. That's my opinion only. So you continue your good work, you continue your good deeds, because whatever you're doing is coming from your heart. You don't have any ulterior motives, but it's what's in your heart is there, and you're trying to share it to others, especially with the Filipino community, that we should be united. I know it's hard to unite Filipinos, but it's still you're there, and you are like a kind of foundation. Filipinos are hard to unite. Let's just be realistic for that.
You're telling the truth. You're absolutely telling the truth. And I think that's why I started this too, because growing up, honestly, I didn't have many Filipino friends, only my family friends. And me and my few select Filipino friends were like, it's crazy, we don't really know many other Filipinos. Why is that? So they also are in this journey with me of discovering our own kapwa. Like, we need to meet our own people and together and unite. There's a specific pop-up that I support almost monthly. They're called the Phil Am Bay Area Movement. They're located in Hayward, so if ever you guys come down this way, they're about community, not competition. And you'd be amazed that some Filipino small businesses are too competitive and they don't want to collaborate. They just want to be successful on their own, which is fine. I'm not judging. But when you gather all of us together, we can be so much stronger.
Yes.
So much stronger.
It's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
Very true. In all walks of life, when you're positive and you surround yourself with positivity, and you can do much better, for sure. All right, Tita, are you ready?
Okay, now let's go to the fun part.
Okay.
We always have something fun.
want to play a game, okay?
Okay.
Now, you
I'm like,
have.
I'm nervous.
Can you do the timer for 3 minutes? And this is, I'm calling this as fast talk with a twist.
Ooh.
Oh my. Okay.
Fast talk with the twist is I'm gonna give you the options, but you have to give me the reason why, but it's only in one word.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
You cannot explain, okay?
That's hard.
You cannot explain.
Oh,
Okay? No. Like example, if let's make example for myself, is for example, I pick Florida or New York, and I pick New York, and I'm gonna explain why cold, because I like cold weather.
Or I would say food.
Yeah,
okay.
food, you know. Okay? Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
I'll start the timer for 3 minutes. Ready?
3
Three.
minutes. We have 10 questions.
Okay. So probably 2 minutes is good then. Ready?
No.
2 minutes? 3?
I choose between two options, right?
Yes.
Two options.
Okay.
All right. Ready,
Okay.
set. Game ka na ba?
Game ka na ba?
Opo, game na.
Oh, game now. Okay. Green or red?
Green.
What you say?
Green.
Why?
Why?
Oh,
One word.
green because
word.
of money. There we go. Money.
Money, okay.
For money.
Earring or bracelet?
Earring because why not?
Okay. Laguniza or Tocino?
Oh, longanisa for sure. Multiple. Because it's more savory. Less salt, less sweet, more savory.
Savory.
Okay. You've been in the Philippines. Chowking or Jollibee?
Jollibee. Fried chicken.
Why?
Fried chicken. It's the best.
Chicken joy.
Chicken. Okay, chicken joy. Beer or wine?
Wine. Beer makes you fat.
Okay.
Which wine?
White wine.
Mulan or Raya?
Raya. Now Raya.
Okay. Roses or Sampaguita?
Roses. By a dozen.
Okay.
Dozen. She want a dozen.
Dozen. Okay. Rizal or Jose Rizal or Bonifacio?
Oh man, that one's hard.
One word.
Rizal.
They need one word.
Rizal only because I live near their monument. Okay.
Monument.
A monument. Okay. Province or city?
Province. I lived in the province and I bathed in the river and it was such a liberating experience.
Oh yeah. Okay. Last one. USA or Philippines? One word.
To be honest, I miss the Philippines. So the Philippines.
Love.
Okay.
That's her word, love.
I do.
There you go. Thanks for the game.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was easy. I thought it was gonna be hard.
No.
Well, we really appreciate you joining us, CHARAE. Thanks for spending time with TITA and KUYA on your Sunday evening. If you wanted to sign out, and also I know you have a support of lots of, if you want to shout out any small businesses that you saw today at the event that you were, feel free to shout out because we're all about supporting that. So if there's any few that you want to shout out for tonight or anything else that you want to say before we check on out tonight.
Yeah, so I'll first start off with High Poi, only because I'm wearing her earrings. And then, of course, TITA and KUYA and sponsored my t-shirt. Okay, small businesses today. Lolo's Backyard, BS Kitchen. Who else? Hypolitos, Tapas Papas. Who else? There's so many. Ubi Galore. Yeah, okay, so those are my shout outs. I know when you guys post it, everyone will see it and hopefully navigate to it.
Anything else you want to say about you and your campaigns coming up, or anything else before we wrap up?
Yeah, my phone's gonna die soon, so I'll keep it short. But I really do appreciate our connection, and you guys are inspired, very motivating, and it's fun to see your personalities through your videos. We laugh like whenever kids watch it, we cry tears of joy. It's so funny. And I just hope to meet you guys one day in person.
Same.
And maybe go on a Disneyland trip or something.
Yeah, I love that. Disney time.
Or we can do like a KAPWA Disney.
There, KAPWA Disney. I like that,
Yeah.
Tita.
I just
That'll
want
be
to,
fun.
I promote kindness, spread kindness way everywhere, and try to understand, you know, everyone has their own story. So be kind always.
Yes. Signing out. Be kind. Awesome.
Kind.
Well, we thank you so much, Tita. You want to sign out and say anything else?
Well, thank you for being you, for just showing your
Being positive.
passion
Yeah.
and being positive all the time. And please tell all your friends also that we only have few more subscribers left at YouTube for 1,000. And
Later for you guys and tag you.
Thank you.
thank you. I hope to see you soon in person. Yeah.
Same.
Thank you
Well, you
guys.
take care and say hi to your beautiful family.
I will. Good night.
Bye.
Thanks for watching Tita and Kuya. If you like this channel, like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.
Bye.